Miami Hurricanes fans, I have some exciting news. The live simulations are finally back! What's going on, Canes fans? You heard me right. The live simulations are returning this Friday, June 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure to mark your calendars, set a couple of alarms in your phones, tell your mom, your dad, your baby mama, your uncle, the cat next door. Let everybody know that the live simulations are here. I do believe that we finally worked out all of the kinks and bugs that we experienced last year, so this should be a much smoother experience for everyone. Now, if you're new to this, in just a moment, I will explain what it is. And if you're not new to this, please stick around and watch this for just 5 to 10 minutes, however long this video is, so I can give a few quick disclaimers about how all of this works. That way, hopefully, yeah, right. I was going to say, hopefully we don't get a ton of the same questions over and over during these live streams, but it is what it is. It's fine. All right. But let me explain what it is. If you don't know, what we do is we simulate the entire 2022 Miami Hurricanes season on NCAA 14, but with the Revamped mod. So that means updated rosters and updated graphics. And we do one game per week every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Now, for the disclaimers, there are a couple of weird, wonky things, of course, because this is a video game and it's an older video game. So no player in the simulations can wear number 0. So that means that James Williams will just be assigned number 1, I believe, during these simulations. So for all the people that are going to hop in the chat and be like, Coop, you don't know James Williams is number 0? Yes, I know James Williams is number 0. I literally can't give a player the number 0. And if there are mods and other fixes and things you can try to implement to change it, it's not worth the trouble because of the next thing I'm getting into. There are some things with this game that it does that's just stupid at times. Maybe it doesn't call a timeout when it should, or you can't believe that they punted instead of going for it. But you have to remember that this game is 8 years old. This game came out in 2014. So even if we go through and tweak it and make it as realistic as possible, which is what we do, there's still times it does some really stupid things because at the end of the day, it's a video game. Now, I like to hype it up and treat it like it's the real deal, but I do that for the entertainment factor, for fun. So we even break out the siren when the Canes score. We crank the siren, everything. We're hyped up. We're jumping up and down when we score a touchdown because it ups the fun factor. I have a lot of people who say they go grab a pizza or wings and crack open a beer, whatever your drink of choice is, and hang out, and we treat it like game day. We are also doing 8-minute quarters this year. Typically, I do 9 or 10, but I feel like the 8-minute quarters gives us the most realistic stats possible in a video game, as best you can get. So 8-minute quarters this season. And 2 final things, I am not updating to the brand new ESPN scoreboard that I think released earlier this year. And the reason being is because my situation specifically could be very different from yours. So people say, well, Coop, why not use the new scoreboard? Because it's nicer, it's newer, it looks cleaner and crisper. You have to remember that I am playing this on a PlayStation 3 that is going through an HDCP encoder box, from that to a capture card, then to my PC, and also to the TV. And then we're actually using the capture software as a video capture device within OBS. So it's going through a lot of hoops and a lot of different things. And when I try to update to the newest scoreboard that just came out, it actually breaks the game for me personally. I've tried lots of workarounds, but I think it has to do with me streaming and it going through all of these pieces of software. Am I worried about trying to fix it? No, because what I want is the smoothest experience possible. After everything we went through last year with audio glitches and freezes and all that stuff, I just want a smooth experience. And I do believe with all the testing I've done, that's what we're going to get this season. And finally, Bethune-Cookman is not in the game. I realize there are some workarounds where you can build a team and you can drop other teams and whatnot, but same scenario with what I was just discussing. It breaks the game when I try to do so. So we are actually going to start Miami out 1-0, and our very first live simulation game this Friday will be against Southern Miss. So I understand there's going to be so many people in the chat saying, Coop, you forgot. You don't know the schedule. Miami plays Bethune-Cookman week 1. I know, bro. I know. But it breaks the game, and I'm going to need you guys to help me that watch this video to explain that to every single person that comes in and says that. And to those of you that say, well, why don't you just start Miami 0-0 and make Southern Miss, if they win 1-0, then it'll be mass confusion, guys, because then people will say, let's say Miami starts out 1-0, they're going to say, but why are you playing Texas A&M next? Because that would be the next game, and it would just create mass confusion. If Miami loses to Bethune-Cookman, if we can't start 1-0, then we got bigger fish to fry. There are way more problems going on with this program if Miami can't handle Bethune-Cookman at Hard Rock Stadium. And for those of you that are brand new to this, I probably should have explained it at the beginning. This is on, again, NCAA 14 with the Revamped mod. So it has updated graphics, updated rosters. And what we do is CPU versus CPU. So my skill level does not play any part in the game. We let the stats and the virtual players do all of the talking. And we literally sit back, treat it like an actual game, and we watch it, and then we reference back to this when the season starts, and we see how close these simulations were. So if video games aren't your thing, it's okay. I completely understand, but I do recommend that you at least pop in and check it out and see what you think. I mean, in previous seasons, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 people in the chat at times. And it's an opportunity to talk college football in May, June, July, when there is no college football. And we all just have a good time. Just basically my motto for this season is remember that it's a video game and just take it for what it is and enjoy it. Just have a good time with it. For instance, the playbooks. I'm going to tweak it and try to get it as close as I can, but we don't truly know what Josh Gaddis's offense is going to be here at Miami. You know, we can take a look at the Michigan offense and know some specific schemes and different things that he might try to implement, but he's going to play to the personnel here at Miami. So we're not really truly going to get a taste of that until the season starts. And same with the starters. Obviously, we know TBD is going to be the starter, but what about when it comes to the running backs? Is it going to be Parrish? Is it going to be Knighton? Chaney? What order are they going to be in? So in a few scenarios, I have to make some executive decisions and do what I think the coaches are going to do this season. It's not what I want, it's what I think they will do. So when it comes to the play calling, there are going to be times, guys, where the game just calls weird, wonky plays. It does things that, you know, maybe Gaddis wouldn't do IRL, but that's why it's a video game, right? But that's why I also say, take it for what it is. Just have fun with it and enjoy it and have a good time. If you can come into it with that mindset, then it's all just laughs and everybody hanging out and enjoying themselves. I promise. But as I said, I'm super pumped and excited that these are back. Should be bug-free, mostly glitch-free, very smooth, and a lot of fun. This Friday, June 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern start time, Miami versus Southern Miss. You do not want to miss it. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and hanging out. These usually last about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So just keep in mind whenever you're kind of trying to plan ahead for this. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I will see you there.